Welcome back to BikeBeat, and today we are diving into one of the most important launches in the mid-capacity cruiser space this year, the 2025 Royal Enfield Meteor 350. This bike has been one of the cornerstones of Royal Enfield's modern lineup since its original debut, and in this new version it gets subtle but significant upgrades that make it better equipped for today's riders. If you've been curious about whether the Meteor is just a cosmetic update or a truly improved package, let's go through every detail, from design to performance, comfort, features, and of course the price, before answering the key question: does it deserve a spot in your garage? When the Meteor 350 first launched in 2020, it set out to replace the Thunderbird and become Royal Enfield's accessible cruiser. Its relaxed ergonomics, smooth single-cylinder engine, and affordable price helped it win fans across India and several export markets. You notice this philosophy right away when you see the bike in person. The headlamp is now a full LED unit, something customers had been requesting for years. It offers stronger illumination, a crisp white beam, and gives the front end a modern touch while retaining the classic round shape that suits a cruiser. Alongside it, LED turn indicators are now standard on more trims, improving safety and adding to the premium feel. Royal Enfield has also extended its Tripper navigation system across the Meteor lineup. Earlier, only higher variants had the turn-by-turn pod, but now more riders benefit from this feature without paying extra. Plug in your phone, set a destination, and you get clear, simple directions without the distraction of constantly checking a map app on your screen. Alongside this, the company has introduced a USB Type-C charging port that supports fast charging, something that makes long trips much easier. No need to worry about your phone battery draining when using navigation or listening to music on the go. Another mechanical improvement comes in the form of an assist and slipper clutch. This makes clutch operation noticeably lighter in traffic, reducing hand fatigue, and on downshifts it prevents the rear wheel from hopping or locking up, giving smoother, safer deceleration. Adjustable brake and clutch levers are also available now, letting riders fine-tune lever reach according to their hand size. It's a small change, but for day-to-day usability it can make a big difference. Color options have been updated for 2025, with 7 schemes spread across 4 variants: Fireball, Stellar, Aurora, and Supernova. Each trim reflects a slightly different personality. Fireball is bright and youthful, with bold tank colors and minimal chrome. Stellar strikes a balance with subtler paint and contrasting components. Aurora leans into heritage with retro-inspired shades and pinstripes. And Supernova remains the most premium, with dual-tone paint, chrome detailing, and a touring windshield. Accessories have been refreshed too, so you can kit the bike for urban style or long-distance comfort, adding panniers, fly screens, touring seats, and more. Underneath these changes, the Meteor's mechanical heart remains the same, and that's a good thing because it was already solid. The engine is a 349 cubic centimeters single-cylinder, air and oil-cooled, with SOHC and fuel injection. It produces around 20.2 horsepower at 6,100 RPM and 27 Nm of torque at 4,000 RPM. Numbers on paper might not sound dramatic, but the delivery is what matters. That torque comes in early and flat, making the bike feel easy and unhurried, just like a cruiser should. The 5-speed gearbox remains smooth, and the addition of the assist clutch makes it more forgiving than before. At 191 kg curb weight, the Meteor is no featherweight, but the weight translates into highway stability, keeping the bike planted at cruising speeds. The 15-liter fuel tank offers a decent touring range, especially since fuel efficiency can stretch into the low 40 km per liter when ridden steadily, though real-world urban numbers are usually a bit lower. On the road, the Meteor continues to deliver what fans expect: a calm, unhurried riding experience. At around 80 to 100 km per hour on the highway, the engine hums smoothly without feeling strained. The counterbalancer does its job, so vibrations are well controlled, though some buzz may still creep into the bars and pegs at higher revs. Braking is handled by disc brakes front and rear with dual-channel ABS. The system isn't overly sharp but provides predictable stopping power, and with the slipper clutch aiding stability, braking overall feels more controlled. Handling is cruiser-oriented, so don't expect flickability through tight switchbacks. Instead, you get a steady, forgiving feel through bends, with suspension tuned more for comfort than precision. Design continues to be a highlight for the Meteor. The silhouette is unmistakably cruiser: low stance, wide handlebar, forward set foot pegs, and a well-padded seat that encourages long stints in the saddle. The tank's teardrop shape and chrome or matte finishes, depending on variant, give the bike visual presence. The analog speedometer combined with a small digital screen retains a touch of tradition while offering essential info like trip meters, fuel gauge, and gear indicator. The Tripper pod sits neatly beside it, blending modern tech with classic dials. Lighting upgrades to LEDs improve not only aesthetics but also practical visibility at night. One of the unique selling points of the Meteor in 2025 is the way it blends Royal Enfield's heritage with modern updates. It doesn't abandon its old-school cruiser vibe, but with LED lights, USB-C charging, navigation, and clutch improvements, it feels current in a way that appeals even to younger riders who demand technology. Add to that the brand's reputation for community-wide service network and affordable spares, and you have a package that's practical as well as stylish. Another selling point is the variety of trims. Instead of forcing every buyer into one design language, Royal Enfield lets you choose whether you want bold and colorful, subtle and understated, retro-styled, or premium chrome. That flexibility makes the Meteor easier to personalize straight from the showroom, before you even touch accessories. Pricing is crucial, and Royal Enfield has managed to keep the Meteor competitive despite adding features. The 2025 Meteor 350 Fireball variant starts at around 1.95 lakh rupees ex-showroom. Step up to the Stellar, and you're looking at just over 2.03 lakh. The Aurora trim comes in at roughly 2.06 lakh, and the Supernova, the top trim with chrome and extras, is priced at around 2.15 lakh. These figures may shift slightly depending on the city and local taxes, but the key takeaway is that for under 2.2 lakh ex-showroom, you're getting a well-equipped cruiser with a lot of premium touches. On-road prices of course will be higher once you add registration and insurance, but the value equation remains strong compared to other options in the 350 cubic centimeters class. Factor in warranty and roadside assistance, and it becomes an even more reassuring package for first-time buyers stepping into the cruiser world. So what are the strengths and weaknesses? The positives include the comfort-first ergonomics, the stronger feature list with LED lighting, navigation, adjustable levers, and USB charging, the solid build and stability, and the wide choice of colors and trims. Fuel economy is respectable for the class, and the brand support network adds confidence. On the downside, weight can be a challenge in city conditions, performance is adequate rather than exciting, suspension still isn't plush over really bad roads, and while improved, some riders may want even more premium fit and finish in certain areas. But when you look at the balance of price, features, and everyday usability, the Meteor still delivers one of the best cruiser experiences in this segment. That's the 2025 Royal Enfield Meteor 350. What do you think about the updates? Which variant catches your eye, and do you feel the new features justify the price? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you enjoyed this deep dive, and subscribe for more honest reviews and stories from the world of motorcycles. This is BikeBeat, signing off until the next ride.